Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I'm going to be talking about the case of Mike May, based on which we learn about the complexity of our vision. So yes, if you're interested in topics of neuroscience, psychology, then please keep watching. So Mike May is the first case that we actually learned that in order to see and understand the way we do as adults, we don't only need a pair of healthy eyes. But there's perhaps a whole process going on in order for us to actually see and then be able to understand, make sense of the things that we see. Mike, he lost his vision when he was about 3 years old, but that actually hasn't stopped him from being successful in life. So he had his own business. He was also a championship in skiing at the Paralympics, and he was using sound to navigate while he was skiing. But when he was in his 40s, he underwent the surgery using the stem cell treatment, and the surgery actually was a success. So he was again able to see. However, his brain really struggled to make sense of the visual input that he was faced with. So his brain really struggled to make sense of the colors. So although he could see the colors and shapes, his brain really couldn't make sense of it. So for example, when he saw his kids, he was not able to say which one is which. He really had problem with recognizing faces, with being able to judge the distance. So and then what's really fascinating is that when he was actually skiing, he was actually better at skiing before the surgery. So when he was relying on his vision when he was skiing, he couldn't really say the difference between trees and people because he couldn't judge the depth, and everything just looked like dark shades on snow. So from his case, we learned that the eyes are not enough to be able to see and make sense of the world around us. And because of his long blindness, his visual systems were taken over by hearing and touching systems. And even now, when Mike is in his 70s, he still struggles with reading on a paper and sometimes even recognizing faces. And still sometimes when he has problem with making judgment using his eyes, then he cross-check with his other senses, with the hearing and maybe with touch. And perhaps that is something that we all did when we are babies and toddlers. When toddlers and babies, when they grab their own toes, when they put them in the mouth, and all that helps them to learn about the world around us. It just helps them to navigate things around them, to learn the distance, the depth. And even when we have these little kids and they're just learning how to walk, and even when they know how to walk, they are still very wobbly, and sometimes we can see that they don't understand maybe how high is the slope on the road, and sometimes they might really struggle with that because it's perhaps something that it takes time for us to learn. So this is something that we've been learning since we've been infants and then toddlers and younger children. And this process of learning how to see things around us, how to judge the depth, the distance, it is a process that can actually go even up to when we are 9 years old. So obviously based on this case, we learned that to be able to see and understand what we're seeing, we need more than only healthy eyes. So yes, if you enjoyed this video, then please like it, subscribe, and if you have any comments or questions, then please leave them in the section below, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.